Hello everyone, and welcome to my Let's Play of Ghostmaster. It's a game developed by Sick Puppies and released in 2003, and it's a pretty unique game because we're going to be playing the bad guys in this game, and it is just as much fun as it sounds. So I'll start a new game here, and we'll get started right away. It'll be a short little intro sequence, and then we'll get started. This game also has pretty fantastic music, so keep your ears open for that.
Is there anybody there?
Alright, so enter our name. It's so confusing how it's on a circle. Get all disoriented. There, okay. Blinky, that'll have to do. Oh yes.
The following haunters have been assigned to you. Treat them well.
Yes. Okay, so what this is a strategy puzzle game, I guess you could call it. You'll see in a moment. This is the map screen where we will pick our missions, what missions to go to. Right now we only have one available, Haunting 101. And this is the Ghoul Room, which is sort of like our headquarters, where we'll later on upgrade our evil ghosts and spirits. We'll check this out later. Also, disregard the messed up edges of the screen here. That's due to me setting a higher resolution than it's really supposed to handle. This is the only place in the game where it's actually messed up. Let's head into the first mission, and I'll explain a little bit more about the mechanics of the game.
You are ready for your field training, young Ghostmaster. We are taking you to the Kappa Lambda sorority house in Gravenville University. Only a small number of sorority girls are in residence at the moment, but scaring them all away should be a sufficient test of your abilities.
Alright, this first intro sequence seems to have frame rate issues for some reason. I'm not sure what's going on with that, because my computer is definitely good enough to handle something like that. Alright, so before every mission we get to pick out our team. We can choose different kinds of spirits and ghosts and whatnot, ranging from the weakest and cheapest to use are the ones far to the left, the sprites, and then as you go on disturbances, elementals, vapors, frighteners, and horrors. They get more powerful, but also more expensive to use. I'll get into that in a little bit. So I'm gonna go with these four for now. Basically, they're a good team.
Drive the Kappa Lambda girls from their sorority house.
Excellent. I think we can do this. Right, so right away you can see that when I mouse over something, it turns green. For example, this plant turns green. TV here turns green. That indicates that it's the object works as a fetter for one of my ghosts. So, for example, Boo here or Clatterclaws, I can put wherever I want in this house inside. Cogjammer, he messes with electrical stuff. I cannot put him on something that's electrical. And Shivers only goes on emotional things, according to the game. Commonly, the emotional things can be rugs. For some reason, I'm not sure what's supposed to be emotional about them, but that's what the game says. And so basically, the objective of most levels in this game is to just scare everyone away. And you do that by first placing your ghosts, and then using your abilities to frighten the mortals. And then we have them here on the right side. And you see they have three different bars: Terror Bar, a Madness Bar, and Belief Bar. The Terror Bar, essentially how scared they are. If the Terror Bar gets filled, they will run away, and they will count as, they will be scared away. Madness Bar, if it reaches full, they will count as having run away, but they will stay on the premises and run around being generally crazy, which is fun to watch, and it gives you more points in that as well. The Belief Bar, as the name suggests, it measures how much belief the mortal has in the afterlife, or the spirit world in general. So a high belief is going to make them more scared when something happens. A skeptic is going to be a lot harder to scare because they're going to think that there's some sort of natural explanation to things. And another recurring thing in every level is these trapped ghosts. So we'll talk to this one here.
Dreaded dust! I used to command the storms, dearie, but since I went and got myself sucked into this electric broomstick, all I can manage is this infernal sneezing! It'd be a different matter if I got free, mind you. I'd whip up a storm to wake the dead!
Alright, so whenever you talk to one of these trapped ghosts in a level, they will give you some sort of information about either how they ended up there or what you need to do to free them. So as you said, she's trapped in the infernal broomstick, the vacuum. So we're gonna put down our Cogjammer here and use his ability Wild and Crazy, which makes every electrical item in the room malfunction, and it's gonna break the vacuum and release her. Like so.
Okay, dearie. I'm on your team now. Let's blow this joint!
Okay. Excellent. Okay. Usually they're not that easy to free. As you will see later on, it can get really complicated. But we don't have to worry about that now. So I'm gonna put Boo here, and I use rattle chains to get people into this room, because they will try to investigate the noise and see what's going on. And then I will use strange behavior with this guy, that will cause anyone who looks at this to get an increased belief and get a multiplier. They're unnerved, which means that they're gonna take double the terror from the next scare, which I'm gonna do now. Kinesis makes everything fly around the room and scares people a hell of a lot. And makes them, in this case, faint. That happens from really I'm not sure when, like, what the criteria is for it to happen, but it happens sometimes, and it's hilarious. It's just in general during a very big scare. So now we're just piling on my ghosts here. Oh, and what we see here is that shivers that we put on the rug revealed this woman's fear of creepy crawlies, of spiders. And every mortal has one conscious fear and one subconscious fear that you can reveal, and they will take extra terror from those things. So, for example, some of these are afraid of noises, afraid of loud noises. Oh, see, she got a little terror marker on her when with the witch used her thunderclap ability. So this is what you have to do. You have to make them gather around and then hit them all at once. Because the more things you can hit them with at the same time, the better. That's what's really gonna make them freak out. Is when they just keep seeing thing after thing that's just freaking them out. So this woman is just about to come down here. She's in for a surprise. Let's do a swarm strike. Let's do a... Oh, okay, she fainted. she literally just got down here. She must be wondering what everyone else is going. Oh, and when you see the camera switch over to another place, it means that something important is happening. That's when the camera switches to somewhere else to show you, so you're not missing anything. Okay, let's. We need to. This one up here is running around and generally not being scared. I'm gonna change that. Swarm strike is basically instead of just scattering the spiders, they attack her. So I think she was very afraid of that. Let's see, was she? Oh, we don't know her fear. There are several different ghosts that can use powers to reveal fears. But as you can see, we've managed to scare away every single one of them now. And as soon as she gets off here, she will... Yeah, we'll be done with the level. That was pretty fast. You get points bonuses for finishing levels quickly. So that's always a bonus. And these points, you'll get goldoplasm that you can then spend on upgrading your ghosts and getting new abilities. Which is a lot of fun. Alright, there we go. Let's see, how do we do? 2 faints. That's good. That's good. Oh, didn't quite get the three pumpkin bonus, because that gives a 5 score multiplier, 5 times multiplier, and then you get goldoplasm 202. That's great. And we unlock the ghost. If you somehow, well, if you beat the level without unlocking ghost, you can always go back again and redo the level and unlock more ghosts or improve on your time. So there's no huge pressure to do that. All right, let's go out here and we'll see that we unlocked 2 new stages: Weird Seance and the Calamityville Horror. We're gonna be doing Weird Seance, but that's for the next episode. First, let's have a look at the Gold Room. Ghoul is the proper pronunciation.
You may spend your gold plasm to teach your haunters new powers. To do so, click upon a ghost, then
please
select
shut up.
their powers menu.
Yes, okay, I get it. for some reason you can turn off the tutorial in the ordinary levels, but you can't turn off the tutorial for this bit, which is frustrating. So yeah, basically this is a huge mansion filled with all the ghosts that we find during our adventures among the mortals. I will go through these a little bit more later, but just to show you, for example, this guy. We'll be using this guy in the next video. And then
Clicking on a blank power slot displays powers that may be taught. A ghost may learn 1 power per empty slot.
Okay, great. Right, so you see here the available powers that I can use and the ones that I can purchase. And you can always read about what they do. The more expensive powers are always a lot more interesting. Like this one. Possesses all the mortals around the ghost in a perverse puppet show. I mean, that's priceless. There's a lot of very interesting and original abilities in the ghosts. Haunters is a technical term in the game. So you'll be seeing a lot of really interesting things. We're not going to buy anything just yet, I don't think. We don't have a whole lot of gold plasm yet, but we'll get more, and then I'll go in more detail. There's also, you can also read about the ghosts. Their epitaph. Is that how you say it? Well, you know what I mean, I'm sure. And you can read like a bit of a backstory. Everyone in the astral realm knows Ghastly. This spectre was haunting when you were not even at the service in the raw plasm. And I'll give you his type and his level. They actually have level of training, so he's housebroken and he fetters to violence-related objects. And the training level increases when you use them in hauntings. They all start off with a specific training level, and the more you use them, the better trained they will be. And training them more will give you more orders that you can assign to them. You can tailor very specific tactics by using these orders that you can have active. You can, for example, tell them to not use a specific power unless another haunter uses a specific power. So you can set up really intricate combo scares. And yeah, there's a lot of depth in the game. That it takes a lot of time to really get used to the mechanics, but once you do, it's a lot of fun. And I hope you will think so too, because yeah, I really like this game, and I think it's kind of underrated and not very well known. So I will see you in the next video where we'll take on Weird Seance, and I'll show you 3 new ghosts, if all goes well. So if you have any comments or any criticism, then please share it with me. I do want to improve, and I would like to thank you all for watching, and hope to see you in the next episode.